Now that winter is coming, we have a couple sets popping up based off of the upcoming season. The colors for ePBT Winter Breath does look somewhat similar to GMK Moomin, but they are different and this is much cheaper since it doesn't require licensing. ePBT Winter Breath has some nice support with a spacebar kit, a 40s ortho kit, an international kit, and a French kit. I usually don't see French kits being specifically included, but I think that the reason it was included was because the inspiration for the set was a photo taken by a French wildlife and nature photographer. There's also quite a bit of customization that you can do since there is a novelties kit, an accent kit, an icon mod kit, as well as 2 metal artisans. I like the novelty designs and I think they cover a wide range of things most people relate to winter. The price of the kit also isn't too bad and costs $28, so I think it's definitely worth considering if you're going to buy this set. The accent kit provides a bit of pop if you want a bit more color and contrast to your set, but it isn't necessary in my opinion. And finally, regarding the 2 metal artisans, I think that it's cool that the Thok artisan can glow in the dark, but the design for the Hibi metal artisan is better. If you do plan on picking up the accent kit, the Thok artisan might work better in terms of color scheme, but if you aren't planning on doing so, the Hibi artisan would also match the set better. I didn't include it in the group buy portion of the video because there's still a lot of details that need to be finalized, but there will be a ePBT Winter Breath version of the Icky 68 Aurora. The color of the top case was color matched to the lavender switch from Canon Keys, and the bottom case color was chosen to be similar to the modifier colors for the set. The badge appears to be one of the novelties for this set, and there will also be a small cutout in the shape of a snowflake to take advantage of the light right on top of the arrow cluster. The design on the back of the board also features a bit of glow in the dark for the stars and moon, and I think it's a really nice touch. I have heard that the sale for this keyboard will happen during the group buy period for this set. If you're looking for a set inspired by the winter season, I think that you should definitely consider picking up ePBT Winter Breath. GMK Tiramisu is a nice brown and cream colored set inspired by the popular Italian dessert. I'm not the biggest fan of brown sets, but I do really like this one, possibly due to the fact it's inspired by tiramisu and the super cool Thok artisan. I know that it's kinda dumb to buy a keycap set just based off of the artisan, but I just really love how it looks. The novelties kit is nice as well and features some really cute designs with some cats on it. Other than that, there's a spacebar kit, but layout support for the set appears to be quite minimal, which is kind of unfortunate. There will also be 2 Hibi metal artisans for sale, but the design haven't been revealed yet as of the writing of the script. They could be really cool and worth getting, but they have a high bar to beat. One thing that is super cool is that there will be a special collab with Owl Labs to release a GMK Tiramisu themed Mr. Suit, also known as a Tiramisu suit. There are a decent amount of videos out there for the Mr. Suit, since it has already gone through R1, so if you'd like more info, I would definitely go watch some of the other content out there. The Tiramisu suit will cost $430 with a solder PCB and $440 with a hot swap PCB. Unfortunately, there will only be 100 to 200 boards available depending on interest and will be sold through raffle, so it's going to be kinda hard to get. I think that GMK Tiramisu is a pretty nice looking set with some awesome collaborations. It doesn't have the most layout support, but it'll probably be fine for most people. Definitely consider picking up the Thok artisan, and good luck to anyone who's trying to go for the Tiramisu suit. The colorway for SA Geoma has been done before, so it's not like it's a new idea, but if you miss GMK Delta, this is probably your best chance at grabbing something similar. It is important to keep in mind though that this keycap set will come in the uniform SA R3 profile and not Cherry, so it will not have the same typing experience as GMK Delta. What I like about this set is the fact that it does have a lot more customization available, with light and dark versions for the alphas, mods, and numpad. It also does include a novelties kit with some nice designs. I don't really know what the inspiration is, as I have no idea what a Geoma is, but I think that the different shapes and the lines chosen for the designs do work well. I think that SA Geoma is a really clean looking set with a nice colorway. It's not the most original set in my personal opinion, but I do think it's worth picking up if you're looking for a darker set in the SA Uniform R3 profile. KAM Sewing Tin is inspired by the tins of butter cookies that are often converted to hold sewing supplies. I really enjoyed this design, and I think that it's a really nice touch how the designer chose a golden yellow color for the number row to represent the butter cookies. But, if you don't like how this looks, there will also be an alternate number row kit that will allow you to replace the yellow keys. There will be 2 base kits to be sold for this group buy, a mixed base kit and a novelty base kit. The novelty base kit will replace all mods with novelty keycaps, while the mixed base kit will have text modifiers, but will also include some novelty keys. I think that I'm going to have a hard time making a decision on which base kit to buy, because I like how both of them look. KAM Sewing Tin offers plenty of layout support with a cold rack kit, space bars, an ISO kit, Nord, Ergo, Ortho, and a 40s kit, which is really nice. Unfortunately, there doesn't look like there will be a metal artisan to be sold with this set, but there will be an artisan box and 2 thock knobs that will be available. The artisan box looks pretty cool, but it isn't all that cheap. The designer has stated that they plan to release the files for a fully 3D printed version of the box after the group buy ends for anyone who joined the Keycap group buy, so if you own a 3D printer, I'd probably just wait for that. As for the thock knobs, I really don't think that they look anything special. Pricing hasn't been announced yet, so it's hard to say if they're worth it, but based on design alone, I probably wouldn't pick these up. Overall, I think that KAM Sewing Tin is a really nice set that is really well designed. Even though I already have a ton of blue sets, I plan on picking up a couple kits because it's just too cute. Now, I don't know what Netflix's track record is regarding IP protection, nor am I a lawyer, but this set is looking real sus. It appears to me that the set was just released for pre-order without an IC or anything to gather feedback or interest, so it gives me the impression that the set was just rushed out to capitalize on all the hype for Squid Game. It's not a bad thing to capitalize on hype necessarily, but I think that it would have been a good idea to maybe create an IC and consult others to make sure that you're covering all your bases. If the set does get cancelled, it wouldn't be the first time that a group buy or interest check was killed off due to potential copyright infringement. I may not know copyright law, but I think it's probably a good idea to be really sure that your product doesn't have any issues with IP, especially when you're dealing with such a big company who probably has a well-paid legal department. Moving on to the set, I don't really have anything against it personally, but the color scheme is just not my thing. I do like the show, but I don't think I like it enough where I'd buy this set and put it on a keyboard. Good luck to the designer and for those who joined in on the group buy. It's totally possible that Netflix just ignores this and you get your keycaps, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.